Are you electrifying your bus fleet or already operating electric buses? Then you are probably familiar with the challenges of the VDV 261 standard to precondition your electric buses. Stay tuned and see how this can be mastered easily. Hello and welcome. My name is Christian Witt. I'm the product manager for the charging and energy management vCharM at Vector. In our customer project, we have noticed that commissioning the VDV 261 can be quite challenging. And therefore, we have asked ourselves how we can solve the challenges for you in an easy way. But before we answer that question, let's talk about what is preconditioning. Preconditioning over the VDV 261 allows you to preheat and pre-cool your electric vehicle, which in the end increases the range of your electric vehicle because the energy will be used directly from the grid during the charging session and not from the battery during the trip. For this purpose, the electric bus has to communicate over the charging cable to the charging station and in the end also to the backend, which typically runs in the cloud. If this communication is established, then the backend can send the precondition information to the electric bus. And this can be, for example, that a bus has a departure at 7 a.m. in the morning with 100% SOC and has to be preheated. The electric bus then calculates, based on that information, how long it takes, that preconditioning, and also how much energy will be used for that. And this information will be answered and back to the backend. But what exactly are now the challenges to precondition over the VDV 261? The first challenge is that the full communication from the electric vehicle to the charging station to the backend has to be an IPv6 communication. But typically, the communication from the charging station to the backend goes over SIM cards or over company networks. And these are typically IPv4 networks. The second challenge is that the full communication has to be secure. Means all parties need a certificate. But where the certificate comes from, who manages the certificates, it simply doesn't exist any public key infrastructure that provides the certificates for the preconditioning over the VDV 261. With vCharM, these challenges can be solved easily. The first challenge was the IPv6 communication. And here we have developed an IPv6 to IPv4 proxy at our device vCharM.edge. And this device will be installed next directly to the charging stations and is an endpoint now for the IPv6 communication from the bus. And this solves the problem for you because the connection to the backend is now available over IPv4, which allows you to use the SIM card or your company network without any changes. The second challenge is the secure communication. And here we have made a cooperation with a European public key infrastructure provider, which allows us to create the certificates for the vCharM.edge device, but also for the charging stations on the fly. On the other side, we have the certificate for the electric vehicle. And this is maybe already pre-installed, or you maybe have to install that manually. The fact that the charging station and the vCharM.edge certificates are valid for a short period and must be renewed regularly is no issue with vCharM. All updates run automatically, so you don't have to worry about a thing. All in all, the vCharM charging and energy management offers you a secure and easy to use preconditioning in accordance with VDV 261. Would you like to learn more about the many other benefits vCharM offers for your electric fleet? Contact us via our website vector.com/vCharM or by mail at vcharm@vector.com. We look forward to talking with you. Thank you for watching. See you soon. Do you want to be the first to know about news from the e-mobility world? Follow us on our dedicated e-mobility LinkedIn page. Get technical insights, product updates, event highlights and use cases directly from our experts. Also check our playlist on e-mobility right here.